Welcome back, people. It's been a little while. I think the last time I did a vlog was February in France, so yeah, for many reasons I ain't been able to get out and film. I was planning on doing a bit of filming at the Syndicate this year, but it's changed hands, and the new owners, they don't really want any filming going on down there, so unfortunately it's ruined that for me. But I respect their rules, so yeah, I am down at Linear doing something a bit different. I don't normally fish day tickets like this and come this neck of the woods, but I've only ever been here once before, and that was at Manor Farm. Had a good session with a group of friends that we booked the whole lake out. I'm actually on the new complex, Tar Farm, and I'm on Lake 8 in Peg 6. Nice swim, first impressions are pretty good. All coming on the gate, nice paths around the lake, you can park up, unload your gear and then go to the local car park and park your van there safely. Got toilets on every lake. Yeah, first impressions are really good. It's a lot more grown up than I thought it would be because they're the new lakes. I thought it would be quite barren, but it's actually quite nice. I had a little walk around. I'll show you the swim in a minute and where I'll be fishing to. I haven't got any rods out or any gear out yet. Just set the bivvy up because there's a bit of rain about, which might make it hard for a bit of filming. But yeah, weather's looking good. Got some strong winds coming in tonight, southwesterlies. A bit of low pressure tomorrow, goes down to like 995, which is really good for fishing. Hopefully gets their heads down. Get the marker rod out, see if I can find a spot. There's a no fishing bank on the other side, which is quite cool. You can go around and bait up by hand if you're fishing real tight to the bank. But being autumn, I might drop it back a bit into the slightly deeper water because yeah, I just can't see it. I've had a walk around, I can't see them being in the right shallow areas this time of year. So yeah, I feel like they're going to be slightly deeper. So I'm going to find a nice spot, hopefully like a hard siltier spot. No, I'm not looking for gravel. Something a bit softer. I'm going to place 3 rods on that for now, with a bit of bait over the top. Start off lightly, and if we catch a fish, then I'll add to it. But yeah, buzzing. Looking forward to it. If I do see any shows, I can bring one of those rods off of the main area and put. I've got a solid bag stuff here, so I could whip one of those together and stick a solid bag onto fish, like showing fish or anything. But yeah, ideally I'd like to build a bit of a hit, hopefully, if I can catch the first fish. Build a bit of hit with 3 rods on a spot. They're young fish in here. I feel like they're gonna be out for a bit of grub. I feel like they should do the normal autumn thing and have a little bit of a feed up, hopefully. So I've got a right mixture of baits just to cover all bases. I'm going to be doing a bit of bit fishing really. But yeah, going to get that marker out and have a little feel for some spots. Once I've found a spot, I'll talk you through what I've found and what I'm doing and how far it is, and yeah, go from there. Right, back in the bivvies, bit of rain coming in. I found a nice spot. It took me longer than I anticipated. But yeah, nice spot, 16 foot deep, and it's about 3-4 lengths off of the margin, the far margin. It's like a no fishing bank that I mentioned over the other side. In my head I've pictured fishing a lot closer and going around and hand baiting, but that margin shelf's quite steep and it felt a bit shitty, to be fair. Still quite deep, like 9 to 10 foot deep, like literally like half a rod length off the bank, but it's super steep, and I feel like if I fished on that, a lot of my bait's going to roll to the bottom. and then when I feel the shelf down, and when I get to the bit where it levels out, it starts hitting gravel and stuff. So I feel like a lot of people's bait probably rolls down, and the fish actually probably feed on like where the shelf meets the bottom here, and yeah, it feels nice. It's like a hard silt and then turns into like gravel, and I'm fishing just in the hard silt, so just over the gravel. I don't want to fish right in amongst the gravel. I'm fishing just over it by about 2-3 foot. You get a 2-3 foot pull, and then it starts hitting the gravel, which is perfect really. But yeah, like I say, I feel like probably a lot of people fish tight over to that far margin, and in the summer months and spring and stuff, I think it would be perfect. But this time of year I feel like they're going to be in the deeper bit, and from what I gather, it feels rubbish all the way along that shelf, and then as soon as you get to the bottom it starts cleaning up and it feels harder and stuff. So I feel like, yeah, it's a good place to start. But I'm going to start with about 10 to 15 spods, not go too mad, got a right mixture of bait, something to keep them grubbing around, and then just build it from there. Hopefully if I get a bite, then I can top it up. That's the main bit of the bait. It's just hemp, bit of maize. We've got some 8mm pellet and some 12mm boilies. It's a right little mixture. Got some crushed boilie in there as well. But I'm just going to add some sweet corn, some of your finest. Oh, one of those can go in there. 2 of these actually. Quite a bit of bait with me, but you never know how hungry they're going to be this time of year. Right little mix. All sorts going on in there. Some liquid just to make it a bit heavier. Extra attraction. But also makes it a bit heavier. I'm fishing quite deep. I found a spot that's quite deep, so the bottom of the shelf. I want this bait to get down there as quick as possible. Gonna wait for this rain to settle a bit, and then I'll start spawning and get that bait out. I've got no rods made up. I need to still make up some rods. The car going past. Yeah, I still need to make up my rods and everything, but get the bait out there, let that settle, let that settle for a bit, and then yeah, tie up some rigs, and I'll talk you through what I'm doing with the rigs once I've sorted it all out. But yeah, for now I'm just going to wait for this rain to stop. Got 2 Ronnie rigs, as you can see, bright hook baits, one on pink, one on white, pre-sharpened mugger hooks. Yeah, I think over parkour, want something bright, something to catch their eyes. There's a fair bit of mixed size baits down there and stuff to get them munching around, but I want to try to get as many bites as possible, so gone for the Ronnie rig and something a bit more in your face. Yeah, I'm going to get these 2 out there, and the third one I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. I might just whack a solid bag out for tonight and then just kind of roam it around for the session and see if I can pick them off with a bag of like solid bag pellets. Little solid bag rig, hopefully you can see that. Trying to focus it. But yeah, little drop off inline, 3 ounces, little blowback rig, and a simple little dumbbell wafter, pineapple. But yeah, that's going to go in a solid bag over to the far margin. I'm just going to roam this one around, see if I can pick off a fish that way. Have 2 on the spot, and then this one just roaming around, hopefully see a fish show or 2 in the morning or just before dark, and I can put this one on their heads. There you go. That's lovely little neat parcel of bait. ready to go out. Yeah, so a little update. As you can see, it's dark now. I'm trying to get that light right. So yeah, rods went out sweet, bait went out sweet. I actually ended up baiting up from the margin on the other side because I was bombing out and it was going fine, but it just came to me that I could do this in half the time if I go around there. So yeah, went round there with the spod rod and the bait, cast at the marker, clipped it up, and then just spummed away, and it ended up being like 35-40 yards. So yeah, a lot easier, a lot quicker. So yeah, probably put about 15 to 20 spums over those two rods, nice and tight. It's particle fishing, and it is 16 foot deep, so yeah, nice. It should spread nicely, hopefully. Just getting it as tight as possible. 2 Ronnie rigs over that, bright hook bait, so I feel like that will hopefully bring a quicker bite when they get on the bait. And yeah, the left hand rod's gone out on a solid bag. Bit of a pub chuck really, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping to have seen something by now that I could cast a solid bag at, but I haven't seen anything, so I'll just put it in a likely looking area. I did have a mark around just before and made sure it was clear and see what the sort of depths were. And it's out towards my left, over towards the far margin, probably about in between 20 and 25 wraps. Just on that shelf again, but on like a single solid bag, so hopefully I can pick them up as they come across that margin or along that shelf, hopefully tonight. But don't get me wrong, if I see something, it's going to get wound in and I'll chuck one straight on their heads. But yeah, that's sort of it for tonight. Yeah, absolutely shattered, but buzzing. It's nice to be on a day ticket venue like this. Like I say, it's not normally what I'm up to, but yeah, it breaks things up a little bit come the autumn and winter from the old syndicate fishing. Yeah, quite impressed with the place at the moment, so hopefully the fish are as nice as the place, and yeah, get a couple on the bank. But for now, I'm just going to chill out, have a beer. Where's my beer? Have a beer, chill out, and cook some dinner and just relax. Hopefully the next time you see me will be with a carp on the bank. Right, last night was pretty quiet. A lot of rain last night. Wind weren't too bad, and I did hear a few actually, just out in front of me. Couldn't see where they were, but definitely heard some. In my water really. So yeah, nothing's happened. I gave it until about 8 o'clock this morning, and I see a few show. And I did put a solid bag on one of their heads. Left it for an hour, nothing happened. But with the wind picking up, it's like 40-mile-an-hour gusts now, so it's savage wind. And yeah, I had decided to reel in. The lake's very quiet, and the wind is kind of coming into me, but also kind of going into my left-hand corner as well. So I wanted to go check down there just in case they weren't absolutely going mad down there and I was missing a trick. But there wasn't. I didn't see anything down there. So yeah, decided to come back to the swim. I just got the 2 rods back out on the main spot at 22 wraps. Like I say, I did hear fish out here this morning, and I did see a couple to my right. I'm gonna investigate that area now with a marker or just a bare lead, and just have a feel about, see if I can find somewhere for that solid bag to go, because there was a few fish there this morning. Probably about a rod length or 2 off the right hand margin, and I do feel like a solid bag there or something might nick a bite. So that's the plan. I was talking to a youngster down the road, a couple of swims down. He's setting up now. He fishes here quite a lot, and he said about it's good sort of like daytime bites on here. So yeah, I was quick to come back and get the VODs back out, to be fair. What's the time now? It's about 10 o'clock now. So I've got the rest of the day to hopefully get some bites. But yeah, not as easy as I first thought. Weather conditions are mega. It's like 40 mile an hour wind, southwesterlies. It's a new wind. Bit of rain here and there, but I think most of it's gone now. And the pressure's down to like 993, so it's like quite low pressure. You can probably hear the wind hitting the bivvy and stuff. I don't know how much of this you're going to hear, but yeah, that's a little update. I'm absolutely starving because I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm going to cook up some food, get this solid bag out, fish in, find a little spot for that, and yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, the next time you see me it'll be with a carp. But yeah, until then, we'll keep trying. That wasn't looking good. Got to go home today, and I thought I was on for a blank. But typically the fish are starting to play ball, showing like mad out there this morning. Yeah, got a nice mirror. Let's get her up. Ready to go already.
You fries, dude.
Happy days, job done. This is the setup that I caught on last night. So simple. It's the plummet, I think. Yeah, plummet, leg coil leader. Yeah, simple drop-off setup there. 3 ounce lead, and then I've stripped the braided coating off of the Ultra Skin Super Soft 25 in silk, and then yeah, it's just a simple blowback rig. Nothing special going on really. Size 8 mugger, quite a small hook, but yeah, it was absolutely nailed, and a little pineapple dumbbell after there. Yeah, simple, effective, just yeah, what, 4 inches there? Don't know, it's hard to see. 4 inches. Hook link, yeah. Nice simple solid bag. Down the margin did the trick, so, and I have just seen one a bit further down the margin, but the same distance out that I was kind of fishing. So yeah, that's why I'm going to tie this one up, or get this one knocked up. I'm going to wind in one of my rods off that main baited spot, and I'm going to flick this back down that margin where I caught that fish last night. See if we can't nick one. Right, so while there's a bit of low in the action, and I'm waiting for a bite still, I thought I'd talk you through what I've been up to this year. So in the spring, I was down at the Syndicate on the back leg. Haven't done much time on there, but decided to give it a go, and I was seeing fish show in the shallow end. It's real shallow as well. It's like sort of on the far margin, like only like a couple of foot deep, and it was quite sunny in the day, and we had like this like southeasterly wind coming down the bank, if I remember rightly. Just a light breeze, but they were definitely on it and enjoying that little bit of sun coming through as well in the day. I was seeing fish show. The lake's really silty and weedy. So, you know, it was like 20 plus wraps to where the fish were showing. And if I used like my normal setup, I would have just been plugging into that silt or into the weed. And plus, I didn't want to spook the fish off and find like leading around and finding them, because they weren't up for like much food. I don't think they were just showing, enjoying the sun. So I opted for choddies. So yeah, I was chucking choddies at the heads, and to be honest, the bites came quite quick. Ended up catching a few, most of them quite small, but still nice fish. I had a nice scaly one, that was cool. But yeah, managed to catch the biggest common in the lake as well, so I was buzzing with that. Real nice fish, like thick set, big shoulders, big slopey head. Like I say, I can't do much filming down the Syndicate, which is a shame now, but I can obviously post the photos, so you'll be seeing them, I'm sure. But yeah, really good spring on there. Just the actual common went £36. There's no 40s in that lake, but there's some real nice old ones, good head of £30 mirrors, and it does fish well in the winter. So the plan is, it's November now, but the plan is to hit it in the winter, early spring, and try to pick a few more off before my ticket runs out. So that's what I was up to in the spring. After that, we had the Gardener Social down at Blue Pool. Great trip. I ended up coming out, I think, third in the draw, third or fourth, and I got a good peg 7, I think it was, on there, if anyone who knows it. You've got like an island out in front of you, a bit of deep water. It was like 14 foot, nice, like hard kind of sandy silt area, which I caught most of my fish from. I ended up with 10 fish as well. Had a really good trip. Yeah, some bangers came out as well. It was a good trip all round. A lot of fish were caught. It was good to fish with like the other anglers from Gardner. Like a lot of them I haven't met before, so it was nice to catch up with them, talk to them, see them, how they fish and everything as well. Yeah, filming was quite good on there as well with Richard and Simon and everyone. So yeah, good trip. Did I catch a 30? I think I did. I think a £30 common, if I remember rightly. I think I had a £30 common, the biggest fish, a lot of mirrors, and like I say, like, other people were catching around the lake as well. So all round a good trip. I think a couple of other anglers on the other side, like Sam Bezic, and that he smashed it over the other side on the Gold Lake. He had some mega fish as well. So yeah, all round good trip with the boys. After that, I didn't do much fishing. I haven't been fishing out a lot since then. Me and my wife decided to do the last room in the house. We've been renovating our house the last couple of years, and the last room was the kitchen. So yeah, we hit that, stripped the kitchen back, ripped it all out, and fitted a new one. We did it all ourselves as well, so yeah, it was quite full on for a few weeks, or well, probably a month or so really, a couple of months. So over summer I didn't really do much fishing, got out a bit of surface fishing here and there, and I had a couple of fish from my Syndicate on overnighters, but yeah, didn't really get my teeth stuck into anything serious. After that, so the kitchen's done late August, September, and then to be honest, yeah, I've done a couple of nights, but I haven't had the buzz to get out, and work's been really busy, which is good, but obviously making it hard to get out. So it kind of brings us up to where we are now, November. Decided to do a vlog and decided to come down here, and because I can't film anywhere else, I thought I'd come to a day ticket, give it a go down here, see what the crack's about. Try and get a few bites. It has been a bit hard, but we've managed to catch one, which is good. So yeah, that kind of brings us up to now. So like I say, the plan is to go back down the Syndicate. There's 2 lakes there. So the main lake, there's still a big common in there, so ghosty, but it's like not fully ghosty, a little bit ghosty, but it's a 40-pounder. I'd love to catch that. So we might try a zig in because it's deep and it does fish well on zigs. So I might do a bit of zigging the other side of Christmas, say January, February sort of time on there. But also going to do a bit of time on the back lake if I can, little overnighters and stuff. It's hard now because of the light levels, but The light hours are just short now, so overnights are hard, but we'll give it a go. Hopefully we can get some of those other 30-pound mirrors. There's one in there called the Grey Lady that I'd love to catch. Real old fish, like heart-shaped tail, lovely fish. So we'll see. That's the plan. Get back down to Syndicate, hit both lakes depending on weather and conditions. If it's high pressure and sunny and stuff, I'll definitely be on the main lake with the zigs. If it's looking good for a bite on the bottom, then I'll be on the back lake hitting that. Also got a trip to France again in February, so we'll be going back to Lac Brielle hopefully. Hopefully bringing my mate Gav, and yeah, that'll be a good little social. Got lakes to ourselves, and yeah, hopefully we can have another good trip out there in February. That was mega last year, it was this year, so early this year in February, my last vlog. That was a mega little trip, so we're going to do the same again this year. But yeah, that's it really. If I don't catch any more, I'm about to pack up now, so I'm going to load the van up, leave the rods out till last minute. But if you don't see any more, then that'll be it for me on here. It's been a good little trip, bit of a learning curve. Not my usual type of fishing, fishing these day tickets, but it's nice to come down and give it a go sometimes. I'm impressed with the venue, Tar Farm. All the lakes look pretty mega, nice, spacious, and swims, and you've got plenty of water. We've got car parks and toilets and stuff, so yeah, it's good. Really impressed. I'll be definitely coming back. I wouldn't mind having a go on the adjustable zigs down here. A lot of the lakes are deep, so I feel like in the winter time or something, or early spring, you can really club them on here on zigs. So might be back, you never know, do another little vlog or something on here in the future. But for now, I'm going to wrap things up and get back home to the family. But yeah, peace out.